Hello everyone, this is a vlog. It is July 12th, 2012. So, just going with basic info. I'm working again at Mohawk Day Camp, which is going pretty well. I'm the head specialist of the Turbo Track and staff EMT. The first few days were pretty stressful because I never managed an activity on this level. I never managed, like this many kids at once. I've been cycling instructor since, 2009, so about 3 years now. And I never had to manage more than one child, let alone, I've only had to manage one child. And now being asked to manage anywhere from 8 to 22 is pretty challenging, but I'm getting a handle on it. I've I've definitely kind of figured out my system. Now I just have to expand it more because the campers are starting to get a little bit used to and a little bit bored with the program as it is now. However, it at least gave them the structure, an initial structure. I'm a good thing about Mohawk, even though they don't let you leave, they feed you pretty damn well. The food is outstanding there. It's managed by a registered dietitian. We're not allowed to bring food in, but it doesn't matter because, again, it's fed pretty well. We can pretty much, it's all done buffet style, and we can pretty much just keep going up for seconds, or thirds, or fourths, but anyways, still working at Spencer's. There was a interesting moment at Spencer's last week. A couple was getting a intimate accessory, and it was a new product. It was something we had gotten the week before, and I always like giving like feedback to our customers with things that other customers have said about products. So after I had scanned it, and as I was putting the product in the bag, the girl had already put her sunglasses on. When I say girl, I mean she's my age. As I was putting it in the bag, I said, this is a new product, and next time you guys come here, let us know how it works out for you so we can tell other people how well it works. And they immediately evacuated the store. It was awesome. I felt a little bit bad afterwards, but not really bad. But I am going to rethink making a statement like that to anyone. Still looking for jobs as an EMT. Excuse me. Because the camp job is only until the middle of August, so I kind of want to line up something before camp ends. What else? That's I will be starting classes in September. I still have to talk to a counselor about stuff, but I'll be starting one of my medic classes this coming September, and doing a couple of other classes, really just to do something interesting, something that I want to explore. So for my college career has been, what do I have to do, what do I have to do, what do I have to do, and those are all the classes I was taking. Now I'm going to try and take some classes really that are for me, more than anything else. I am going to be a part-time student now, just because I have to be able to work full-time. I cannot afford to become a part-time worker, unfortunately. What else? What else? I'm going to be finishing up my CPR instructor class um, another week. Not next week, but the week after. Um, Even though it's a little early, I'm already doing my CMEs, my continuing medical education for my EMT basic certification. Um, Partly because I just want to keep this information fresh in my mind, and I've noticed that the CMEs I do get a little bit of additional information that I find interesting. I really do find this information very interesting. So I do like going to the CMEs, getting the extra info. What else? Excuse me. Um, Kind of a cool thing is transitioning has all kind of like faded into the background of my mind. It's a really cool thing. It's actually a really cool thing. And as I said in that video, I forget what I called it, whatever I named the video. It's funny that you get to a stage where you're being recognized as a gender in which you identify, and when you recognize and acknowledge for a certain amount of time, after a while you just don't give a crap about what people think of you, and when you get to that point, that's where it just cements your status as the gender in which you identify in society, and it's a fantastic feeling. Like all these little, like, nose-picking monsters that I deal with at camp, I say that absolutely the most amount of love I can. I love these little boogers, but they are little nose-picking monsters. But when the kids say, Miss M, because they can't for the life of them say Moira, but when they say Miss M, or she said I could get on that bike, it's nice. And during the first week of camp, some little girl in one of like the younger group, she's maybe like 4 or 5 years old. I'm just walking to the office with my aviators on, and she looks up at me and says, "You're pretty," or something like, "Wow, you're pretty." And to her, it probably meant almost nothing, but it meant something to me, you know. The only complaint I have about, well, the biggest complaint I have about the camp is I don't have an assistant. I don't have anyone working with me. I have like counselor's assistants, which are basically, they're basically just glorified campers. I've gotten a few counselor assistants that have been pretty helpful, but it stinks when you only get them for 2 hours, and it stinks when you have a couple that are almost impossible to motivate, almost impossible to get them to even do what you want. But regardless, I'm making everything work because I'm a badass motherfucker. And my BAMF status allows me certain abilities, which is to make anything work. And I'm definitely in, emotionally a much better place in my life right now, at least for a little while. As long as I line up an EMT job after camp, I'll be alright. Social life is on hold. Oh well, things will get better. Well, later guys.